As you might have noticed, there was some huge news about Northern Ireland yesterday. Northern Ireland has come one step closer to legalising same-sex marriage and liberalising abortion law. MPs were voting on amendments to the Northern Ireland Executive Formation Bill. Two amendments that were proposed to this bill were brought forward by Labour MPs. Conor McGinn's amendment focuses on legalising same-sex marriage, while Stella Creasley's amendment focuses on changing abortion law in Northern Ireland. If you're not from Northern Ireland, you might be a little confused by this news. Surely the UK legalised these things years ago, and you're kind of correct there. Abortion has been legal in England, Scotland and Wales since the passage of the Abortion Act in 1967, which means it's been legal for the rest of the UK for 52 years. Same-sex marriage has also been legal in England, Scotland and Wales since 2014, 5 years ago. So in this video we're going to discuss these historic changes for Northern Ireland, and explain why Northern Ireland is behind the rest of the UK in passing these laws. Before we do that though, I just wanted to shout out This Week in Parliament. This Week in Parliament is our series where we discuss the debates that happened and laws that passed in the House of Commons. Thanks to our backers on Patreon, we'll be bringing back the series to YouTube in September, where we'll discuss issues just like this one. Before then, we'll be sharing posts telling you exactly what's happening across other social networks. You can find us there to get a weekly update, simply by searching for TLDR News. Also, make sure you're subscribed to this channel and have hit the bell icon to make sure you're updated when the series returns after Parliament's summer recess. So back to this issue. Despite both votes happening within a few minutes of each other, this is the result of years of work to try and get these rights extended to the citizens of Northern Ireland. In recent months, Labour MPs have been specifically fighting for this change, arguing that in the absence of a Northern Irish Assembly, the government couldn't delay the implementation of these rights. So both issues were put to a vote in the House of Commons yesterday, the 9th of July 2019. These law changes were actually amendments to an otherwise technical bill, which was about the budgets and elections for the devolved assembly. However, the Speaker also selected these amendments and they were added to the bill. First up was the issue of same-sex marriage, an amendment proposed by long-time same-sex marriage advocate and Labour MP Conor McGinn.
Thank you, Mrs. Lang. In a few brief remarks, I just wish to pay tribute to all those colleagues who have taken part in the debate. I think it was a debate that was characterised by strongly held and sincere views being articulated in an environment and atmosphere of respect and understanding. And while I know disagreement remains over the substance of the issues we spoke about, it is my strong contention that my new Clause 1 lends itself to be supported by the House tonight, and I will push it to the vote.
The question is that new Clause 1 be read a second time. As many as that opinion, say aye. Aye. Of the contrary, no. Division, clear the lobby. Order. Order.
The ayes to the right, 383. The noes to the left, 73.
The ayes to the right, 383. The noes to the left, 73. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. Unlock.
The second amendment was also proposed by a Labour MP, Stella Creasley, and it was to extend the right to an abortion to Northern Ireland.
We now come to new Clause 10. Stella Creasley to move formally.
Move formally, Madam.
The question is that new Clause 10 be added to the bill. As many as that opinion, say aye. Aye. Of the contrary, no. Division. Clear the lobby.
Order. Order.
The ayes to the right, 332. The noes to the left, 99.
Thank you. The ayes to the right, 332. The noes to the left, 99. So the ayes have it. The ayes have it. Unlock.
As you saw, both amendments passed through the Commons with a decent margin. So why is Northern Ireland behind the rest of the UK? In short, it's complicated. Northern Ireland is a society divided on sectarian lines between the predominantly Catholic nationalist and the predominantly Protestant unionist communities. The DUP, the main unionist party, is socially conservative and opposes changing the law on both issues. Despite Northern Ireland having a devolved government, Westminster could technically legislate on these matters of Northern Ireland. However, it will be tricky to do so. Both sides would likely see it as an interference in devolved matters and a step closer towards direct rule. Nigel Dodds, the DUP leader in the Commons, said that the amendments drove a coach and horses through the principle of devolution. If you want us to create a video diving into the Northern Irish government and the current suspension of the Northern Irish Assembly, then like this video and comment below to let us know. Both of these amendments are dependent on the Northern Irish Assembly, which, as I mentioned, is currently suspended. If the Northern Irish reform their assembly before the 21st of October, then these changes no longer apply. However, in the event that the assembly is not restored by then, the government are required to act. They'll then bring forward a statutory instrument to change the law in Northern Ireland. The amendments also have a second condition. Any change to the law by Westminster would then need to be amendable or reversible by any future Northern Irish Assembly. Some in Northern Ireland are happy to see these changes made, while others oppose Westminster's actions.
Minister John Penrose.
Dame Rosie, this has been, I would say, a difficult debate during the course of this afternoon because it has laid bare some very, very fundamental differences in approach. It has been, I would argue, predominantly a respectful debate where people have held strongly held and highly principled views on opposite sides of some very important and tricky cultural issues, but it has laid bare some very fundamental differences of opinion and divisions within both our society, within this chamber, and I would argue probably in parts of Northern Ireland at the very least.
The Alliance Party and the SDLP praised the changes, but the Democratic Unionist Party were less than happy. The ball is now in the DUP and Sinn Féin's court. How yesterday's developments will affect negotiations to reform Ireland's executive is not yet known. Sinn Féin have for some time campaigned for same-sex marriage to be legalised in Northern Ireland. They could now feel that reforming the Assembly could remove the likelihood of same-sex marriage being legalised in Northern Ireland. This would put them at odds with their voters. A theory also exists that the DUP would rather Westminster legislate for same-sex marriage to remove it as an issue blocking the power-sharing agreement. Again, if you want us to cover this issue more, let us know in the comments. Ultimately, time will tell what these historic votes mean for LGBTQ+ and women's rights. If you're interested in Brexit, you'll be interested in another amendment which passed yesterday, making proroguing Parliament and forcing a no deal much harder. We're making a whole video on that which will be out shortly. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel and have hit the bell icon to be notified when that video is released. You can also find us across other social networks simply by searching for TLDR News. I know a lot of people might have switched off the video by this point, but I wanted to take a special moment to thank our patrons. At the end of every video we list some of our donors' names, so they always have our thanks in every video. However, this time it felt appropriate to go a little further. As I mentioned at the start, this week in Parliament will be making a full return in September, thanks to our patrons. With their backing, we hit the target number of patrons in order to bring the series back. If it weren't for them, this wouldn't be possible, and we're super appreciative. If you're not yet supporting us, you can help us get to our next milestone. Once 0.6% of our audience are supporting us on Patreon, we'll be able to secure a studio for TLDR News. If we get to 0.8% of our subscribers backing us on Patreon, we'll be able to start doing more live streams. We'll be able to keep you up to date live when important and exciting news happens. And finally, if we get to 1% of our subscribers backing us on Patreon, we'll be able to level up TLDR News. At this point, we'll have the facility to be able to start creating more videos, employing people, and generally taking TLDR to the next level. If you want to help us achieve some of those goals, start backing us on Patreon. And in return, you also get some special bonus perks. You can find a link to that in the description.